e azul, malaguedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Your thoughts, part 8.
Hi, thank you for holding. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, yeah, so you have a question about
I do. I need to know the new address for Shoppers Drug Mart.
a new address. It's 1009 Faith Avenue. I think they moved, right?
Yeah, that's the old address.
Yeah, we don't have a record here where they moved.
Well, who would? I mean, how can you guys not have that? Your Shoppers Drug Mart, you should know everything in the area.
No, because this one was not updated. So right now we cannot give you any information. Because when we try to search it, it's the same old address. Have you tried to dial their number?
No one's picking up.
Because they're closed. So you can try to call tomorrow.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Why would you ask me to call them if you know they're closed?
Call them. They close at 9. So, I mean, you can call tomorrow morning when they open.
Okay, I'm going to ask you again. Why would you ask me to call them if you know they're closed?
Did I ask you? Is it me who asked you to call them?
Yes, you literally just said that.
I told you to call tomorrow because they closed
No,
already.
you didn't. You said call. You said, have you called them?
You know what? I told them this is Sunday. Yeah, they close at 6 o'clock.
Okay, but again, that doesn't answer my question.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to try calling tomorrow?
No, I want the address now.
The address we have here is 1009 Babe Avenue.
And I've said this 4 times already.
I told you that's the only address we have available
New
here.
address.
That's the only address we have right now that we can give you.
You can't look it up. You can't ask somebody there.
No,
Someone
we
has
did
to
search
know.
already. We did search already. This is the address that's coming up.
Who did search already?
Here on our database, on our data system.
And you're telling me that you guys close a store, you move to a new location, and you don't know the address.
We have no idea. Like, we don't have the update address on our website here. So the best thing you can do is call the store tomorrow morning. They open at 9 o'clock, and they will give you a much updated information.
But I'd like to know now what the address is.
I'm sorry, but we cannot provide that address right now.
Do you know someone who would have that address there? Because I think it would be important, right? I mean, think about it. If someone goes there,
Of course,
right now,
it is
they don't
important,
know.
but
And then when I Google it here, it says the old address. So why wouldn't it have the new address?
we cannot give you an answer. Like, only that location will give you a specific answer if you call them tomorrow morning.
So you're telling me you do not have the new address?
We don't have.
How come?
Okay?
No, I said how come? Not okay.
Because it's not showing, it's not updating.
But don't you think that's important to have the new address? Just in case
Of
someone knows?
course, it is
Yeah.
important.
Because the
It's
address,
just,
because it's been open for a while, right? It's been open for like at least a month, right? Hello? Hello?
I'm answering you, but it's like
No,
it keeps
no, you're not saying
I
anything.
give you,
It's nothing but dead air. Yeah, you haven't said anything.
because I told you we don't have that information.
No, I know, but don't you think it's important to have that information after?
It is. But right now, it's like you are calling on our branch.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a different
But
branch.
your branch should know other branches. Like Shoppers
No.
Drug is a big, no, really.
You
don't think
can
that's
call the head
important?
office if you want.
So you don't think that's important that your store knows other numbers of stores in the area?
Of course it is.
Well,
We have.
you literally just said it wasn't important. So which one is it? Is it not important or it is important?
You know what? You're twisting my words.
I'm
I
not
didn't
twisting
sound.
anything. You're the
It
one
is
that said
important.
it.
It is important.
First of all, you don't know what twisting words mean. Second, I'm asking you, don't you think it's important to know other numbers of other Shoppers Drug Marts?
Of course, it is
If you guys
important.
run out of medication and you have to refer someone else to another store, Do you not think that's
Sir, it
important?
is important, but you're asking me a specific address that's not available on the website. How can I give you that?
But ma'am, I'm asking you, how come you don't have that address after a month? I mean, the store's been open about a month, right? The new location?
I have no idea.
Okay, so now you have no idea. Okay, but before you knew that there was a new store, right? So now
I
you have
know
no
they
idea.
moved, but we are not, like, it's not updated here. I cannot give you the exact address.
I see.
Because they moved, I think they did some renovation.
I see.
I can give you their phone number and then you can call tomorrow.
I know the phone number, I've already called. And
Okay,
even on
if
their
you want me to give you the address, I can call myself tomorrow. I cannot give you the address, it's not available here.
I see. But we both agree, well, at least I agree, that it is important that you guys should have the new address, correct?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So that's something you're gonna bring up with your general manager, right?
Yes.
So if I call tomorrow, at the same time, you're gonna have the information, correct?
I can put a note here to search, to call that address, and it's available for someone when they want to find out what's the address.
Now it sounds like you're twisting my wisdom. Don't you think that's important to have?
You know what? You can speak to our pharmacist. It's like it's. I cannot help you.
I know that, but still, it still hurts.
It's because I thought I asked you. You can call tomorrow. I can leave a note here with my colleague
Well, what
to
if I
call
need it
tomorrow.
now?
Right now, it's not available. They're closed.
But I'm asking you, if I call back tomorrow at the same time your store, can you give me that address?
It's probably because I will ask them to call that location, that number.
Probably. I don't know. That doesn't.
Because I'm not
That
working
doesn't
here
sound
tomorrow.
good.
So I can.
I mean, probably I can go outside and get hit in the head with a gold brick. It doesn't mean I will. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you want to speak to our pharmacist
Yes.
or someone who's available who would like to talk to you?
Yes.
Okay, just hold on.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I heard that Katy Perry's mom actually knew Jimi Hendrix. Why am I saying this? Because that's what happens when they put you on hold for another almost 25 minutes. And that's exactly what happened. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Shoppers Drug Mart is just an absolutely horrible store. Unless you're trying to save money on an 18-pack of pop, which, keep in mind, in the last 4 years, it's gone up almost $4, which inflation in Canada is just absolutely insane. Or if you're just want some milk, everything else is pretty expensive there. Groceries, detergent, which I'm pretty sure it's cheaper just to make it home in your tub. And of course, the pharmacy, which a lot of people use nowadays. We have to. We have no choice, Big corporations like Shoppers Drug Mart have just run out the mom and pop stores. And it's sad. And now they just make whatever prices they want and take advantage of people. And it's just insane. It really is. But ladies and gentlemen, I like to focus on one specific Shoppers Drug Mart, if I may. I grew up in the lovely area of East York, one of the 6 boroughs. I think it's the only one that Drake doesn't talk about, but he's in the middle of a civil war right now. But the point is, it's a beautiful place to live. It really is. I've always said it's a nice, small town. A lot of friendly people, friendly atmosphere. Just a good place to grow up. But ladies and gentlemen, there's one Shoppers Drug Mart in my area that is just absolutely horrible. And it basically just ruins the whole area. I'm talking about the Shoppers Drug Mart that is located at 1009 Pape Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M4K3V9. Now, it's moved for the time being because of Metro Links. I'm sure that'll be built in by 2040. But right now, they're just working in this little area. It's just the pharmacy. You can't get any groceries there. Not that you could before. I mean, at this location, you couldn't even get milk for some reason. It's like you're shopping in 1952. But worst case scenario, you were able to get some medications there. And for years, ladies and gentlemen, I have suffered with this fucking store. It's horrible service and just absolute, just horrible vibe it gives in the whole area. Every time I go there, there's always a problem. They're short medication. They give me too many pills in my medication. It's never on time. They never call me when they're supposed to. They absolutely never pick up the phone. It is by far the worst Shoppers Drug Mart in the world. I will put this Shoppers Drug Mart against any Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. It's horrible. The people there are very rude, racist, I'm pretty sure sexist. And listen, I don't know if they have something against Greeks. All I can say is this. Last time I was there was another old Greek gentleman. All he wanted was his meds. He was basically saying the same shit I was saying, that they don't know how to run the store there. They either have too many people there or have no idea what the fuck they're doing, or they're short-staffed. It is an absolute disaster, this store. Ask anybody that is in this area. I guarantee you, they will tell you how horrible this store is. And it's sad. It's really sad. I mean, it should be as easy as 1, 2, 3. You have your doctor send the medication to the store. You go pick it up when it's ready. That's it. How do they let you know when it's ready? Well, it's a very fucked up system. For one, they don't call you, which they should. And they've been instructed to many, many times. They sometimes send you a random text. Like I said, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's always funny how I call them and say, hey, where's my phone call? Where's the text saying that it was supposed to be ready at 12 p.m.? And then as soon as I get off the phone with them, that's when I start getting all these random texts from this random number saying, oh, now all of a sudden, magically, my prescriptions are ready. And when I go to the store, it's in a bag. It's already ready, which means it's been sitting there for quite some time in that magical drawer. The store is completely disorganized. It's so bad. I can't, I've dealt with Rogers Cable customer service. I've dealt with Tim Hortons customer service. It blows it out of the water, especially at this location. Shoppers Drug Mart has always been horrible for prices anyway. Years ago, Loblaws bought them out. We all know how bad Loblaws is, right? All those prices there. You see the shit at No Frills for like half the price. We get it. It's more of a high-end store. I get that. But is that any reason to mistreat your customers? Gouging prices, especially nowadays with everything? But at the same time, can we not get a little bit better customer service? Not keep people on hold for over an hour? That's what happens, guys. Especially at this location, they keep you on hold forever. Even at this location that I called before, they kept me on hold for 25 minutes. Nobody picked up. God only knows how much longer I would have stayed on the line for. But at this location, I've been on hold for over an hour. And then they say, we can't hear the phone ring. Why can't you hear the phone ring? I mean, the place is not that big. Yeah, a ring, that's what it is. Like it rings out against the walls. Like you can hear it even in the basement there. Which you guys disappear for hours on end. God only knows what the fuck is going on there. But pick up your phone. If you care so much, pick up the phone. If you actually give a shit about your customers, pick up the phone. I don't know what the big deal is. I see you guys just sitting there. And there's no reason to yell at me and say, oh, do you hear the phone ringing? I'm like, excuse me? That's not my job to hear the phone ring. It's your job to hear the phone ringing and let me know, when is my prescription ready? Thousands of people, ladies and gentlemen, are waiting for their prescriptions. And it is just absolutely horrible, the service that we have to put up with at this one store. Again, I'm going to say the location again. It is 1009 Pape Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M4K 3V9. And by the way, the store is only open 12 hours during the week, Monday to Friday, and for some reason on Sunday and Saturday, they really stick it to you, and they're only open until 6 p.m. Sometimes they're open until 7 p.m. But again, they don't say that. There's been multiple complaints against this too, but again, do they give a shit? Of course not. Why would they? They're not getting paid extra to do this. Even the reviews say it all. There's one person on here that said this: I really think they need to have more staff on hand. This location is always busy and overwhelmed even after the move. Now, like I said before, they moved across the street, because one, to, let's be honest, save a couple bucks here, okay? Because, because Shoppers Drug Mart isn't making enough money, right? The pharmacists, techs, and pharmacists are overwhelmed. There's only 2 at a time. Wait lines are long when it's busy. They can't keep on top of the phone. Vaccines and their cash register fails. I waited 25 minutes for an antibiotics. Wow, 25 minutes, that's it? Oof, I've waited days. But anyways, and that's another thing too. They always say like they're waiting for the medication to come in, and they say it's ready, but really it's not ready. And my family really needed and walked away with nothing because of a system failure that happened multiple times I was there. Or if you call, you end up on hold for almost an hour. Again, an hour. I'd kill for that. It's not conditions to serve customers that get pissed off from wait times and overwhelmed staff. Why is there only 2 people working here with so many going on in this location? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't agree more with this. It is absolutely horrible. Sometimes I go there, they only have a few people. Sometimes you go there, they have 5 or 6 people. Like I said, some people just emerge from, the basement, like they're fucking Bela Lugosi in Dracula. Just all of a sudden, they think, oh, it's busy now. Maybe we'll pretend to work, whatever. And again, they still don't answer the phones. How do you not hear a phone ringing? Last time I was there, they said they didn't hear the phone ring. I kept it on hold until I went there. It was about 25 minutes. Still nothing. And I showed them the phone. I said, your phone, it shows it's on hold right now. And the woman says, do you hear it ringing? I'm like, no, of course I don't hear it ringing. Why would I? I don't work here. I'm not, pretend to work here. And I'm like, just pick up the phone. Obviously, you see the light flashing. Most phones have that. The light should be flashing. That's what happens, guys. Worst case scenario, if you put it on silent, if there's a phone call waiting, you have different lines. It should be right there. No problem. But again, she ignored it. And they know they're ignoring the phone calls because they're very busy. And they're overwhelmed, by, putting pills in a container. Because we all know how hard that is. But the point is, why can't you just pick up the phone? Why can't you just treat us with the proper respect that all customers deserve? Here's another complaint. 1 star, by the way, out of 5. It would be difficult to find a worse pharmacy than that of Shoppers Drug Mart at 1009 Pape Avenue. Oh, preaching to the choir. I've been a customer of this pharmacy for more than 20 years. And for most of those years, the service was good. But about 3 or 4 years ago, the level of service took a steep nosedive. I get my prescriptions refilled every 3 months, usually without incident. Consider yourself lucky. Because every time I go there, my pills are always fucked up. Okay? I remember one time I was supposed to get 180 pills of something. They only gave me 90. And they said, that's it. That's what the doctor gave us. No, that's not what the doctor gave you. Okay? I have the piece of paper in my hand. Nice try. But about 3 years ago, this pharmacy got my prescriptions wrong. I had to wait while the correction was made. 3 months later, they got it wrong again. For the next round after that, I told them specifically how they screwed up the 2 times before, and they made the same mistake yet again. Again, preaching to the choir. You know how bad they screwed up with me, ladies and gentlemen, over the years? First of all, like I said, every prescription I get, I'm either missing a full prescription, I'm missing pills, they gave me too many pills, I have to wait for a prescription to come in, but yet they say, come on in, it's ready. It got to a point where I literally had to write down on a piece of paper exactly what my prescriptions were. Every 3 months, give me a call. That's it. I made it that simple. They took a picture of it, put it in their computer, and it shows up in the file. Last time I was there, she had no idea what this meant. She didn't understand it. It was in perfect English, perfect printing, if I do say so myself, and she still had no idea what it meant. I was not there for that prescription. I was there for what's in the bag, okay? Other stuff. But yes, she didn't understand that. Nobody instructed her. This is a person I've never seen there before, and it is getting to be really embarrassing. So I know exactly what this person is going through. Anyways, and then again for the 4th screw up, and a 5th and 6th and a 7th. Listen, I'm at 50 something, who knows? That's a year and 9 months of endless and unbroken mistakes on my prescriptions. That has to be a world record. I beat it. Not once in all that time did the pharmacy get my prescriptions correct. One other time, I was getting another medication filled. I told one of the staff that I would wait while the drug was being processed. Ooh, I feel, wow, get ready for it. That'll be about 30 minutes. Bullshit. I've had them tell me 10, 15 minutes. I've waited there an hour. Okay, I don't even bother waiting. I just show up the next day. I know how these fuckers do it. She told me. I told her that was fine and that I'd sit in the only waiting chair. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. When you actually go there, actually, she brings up a good point. Or him, I don't know. When you go there, they don't even have a waiting area. So when they tell you to wait, I mean, they might have one chair there. They have the one machine there where it takes your, your heartbeat, whatever, and I guess they count that as a chair because, Shoppers Drug Mart, I don't know. They're going to rub 2 dimes together and try to make fire. But anyways, half an hour passed and I walked up to the pharmacy to see if my medication was ready. The same staff member took a look at me and said, "Oh, I completely forgot about it. Sorry." Half an hour of waiting for nothing. Yep. Honestly, they don't give two shits there. And they always say, oh, they're busy, they're overwhelmed, we don't have time to pick up the phone. And they always laugh about it, too. They always have that, weird laugh, oh, sorry, you know how it is. No, we don't know how the fuck it is. We don't work for a pharmacy. We have no idea how it is. We know how to make the prescription, give it to you, and then we wait. A half hour, 3 hours, 24 hours, whatever you guys feel like. You guys are going to get paid either way, right? So clearly you don't give a shit, There you go. Oh, there's more. I thought things might improve when the pharmacy moved to from 1012 PAPE to 1009 PAPE. Which, by the way, going back to the phone call I started off the podcast with, she didn't even know that was the new location. Okay? Every store should know what the fuck is going on. And especially a major chain like Shoppers Drug Mart, always fails. Always. Let's say if you run out of a medication at one store, would you not want to know the other stores around the area so you can get the medication from there, worst case scenario, or send a patient there? Yeah, you didn't think of that, did you? Predictably, it didn't. On Monday, February 26th, my doctor faxed this pharmacy a prescription for 2 new medications, which, by the way, again, yeah, their fax machine there is, I don't know, it's I don't know, it must have a mind of its fucking own. It's probably like the TV from Poltergeist. But yeah, they don't give a shit there. I mean, it takes forever for shit to come in. Sometimes they say it's down, sometimes, it doesn't work, or it just sits there and it's underneath another pile of paper. Like, they don't give 2 flying fucks. They don't care about you, ladies and gentlemen. They don't. So, if they say they're waiting for a fax, they're basically just saying, go fuck yourself. One was filled and I picked it up the following Saturday. I was told the other medication wasn't in stock, but they were expecting it and it would be ready for pickup in 2 days. A Monday and a week after my doctor's fax request. Can you imagine this shit? I mean, well, I don't have to. I've been dealing with this shit for 3-4 years. It's funny they said that because I know new management has taken over the last little while, but I mean, let's be honest, COVID fucked up everything here, especially with pharmacies. But I mean, my God, it's absolutely crazy. I showed up 2 days after that on the Wednesday and was told that the drug wasn't there. The pharmacist looked into it, and not only was the drug not there, it was never ordered in the first place. In other words, my doctor faxed a prescription for 2 medications. One was filled, and the other was randomly thrown into the garbage. I was told that they could have the medication for the next day and that it could be delivered to my home the following day, a Friday, 11 full days after my doctor's fax request. I stayed home for the full day on Friday, awaiting the delivery of the medication. I wasn't surprised at all that the medication was never sent as promised. One final screw up. Oh, and one aside, during the ongoing mistakes I mentioned in the paragraph above, I tried to call this pharmacy to find out what was going on. Yeah, good luck. The first time I was on hold for 30 minutes, oof, you're lucky, and they never picked up. I tried again about 20 minutes later and was on hold for another 30 minutes. They never picked up. The Pape Shoppers Drug Mart has been bungling. I never heard that word before. B-U-N-G ling. Okay, all right. I call it fucking up. My prescriptions without fail for nearly 3 years now. The most recent debacle, I've heard that word, was the straw that broke the camel's back. I had my account transferred to another branch of Shoppers Drug Mart. Oh, fuck, good luck. Fingers crossed, but the new pharmacy couldn't possibly be as terrible as Pape. I'll take that bet. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, this is all one complaint here. I mean, this is like a fucking short story. I mean, this is how bad, like, I'm trying to demonstrate here how bad this store is. And you know what's fucked up is, like, people will, like, complain and whatever, and this is the best they'll do. They'll literally write on here and they'll say, and they say the same message every time. So clearly they don't give a shit. It's just, stamp and paste, whatever, right? Response from the owner, which I'm going to get to her ass in a bit. We're sorry to hear you had a poor experience at this location and couldn't get in touch via the phone. Please reach out to us at 1-800-SHOPPERS so it can be looked into. So you didn't pick up the phone at the location, but magically you're going to pick up this phone? Okay, that says a lot. From Shoppers Drug Mart Customer Care. Wow. That last word is, you're really pushing it with that one. The point is, I mean, it's insane here. And, the complaints just keep going on. I mean, I'm going to read one more. I mean, you can go on Google here and check them out yourself, but let's just read one more. Since the pharmacy has moved to the other side of Pape, things have really gone downhill. It is often busy and staff seem overwhelmed or unable. I could deal with that. Well, you're a better person than me. I can't. But there is a person behind the desk who is very rude and obviously doesn't like their job. First of all, there's way more than one. Okay, I'm going to get to that list later. I'll be moving our business elsewhere. So again, ladies and gentlemen, and again, I'm reading off just the bad ones. I mean, there's a few, good ones that say, oh, it's good, it's great, whatever. Listen, you can tell just by reading these good reviews, no offense, but you can tell they're done by the store. Okay, you can tell someone took a lot of time. Like even that long novel one I read. I mean, it is like they just don't give a shit here. They don't care. Okay, Shoppers Drug Mart hasn't cared for a long time. Let's just be honest. Okay, prices alone, they don't give a shit. Okay. There's nothing available 24 hours. There's one available, like in my area, 24 hours. They gouge you as much as they can on the prices, but even when the store is open during regular business hours, they don't give a shit. It is, the prices are insane. The pharmacy, you have to wait hours and hours. It's crazy. The customer service is horrible. They don't pick up their phone. So I'm not the only one that thinks like this. That's why I'm reading these things out. Okay? I want to make sure, and that the audience knows, for my 3 listeners out there, that it's not just like this with me. It's with other people, and it's really sad. Years ago, this store was all right. I mean, maybe they fuck up the odd time, but literally, yeah, every last 3-4. You know what? With me, it's probably every last 5 years, even before COVID. Like, they've gotten a new staff there. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Old people have left, and you can't blame them because the store's a fucking disaster. They're probably tired of this shit too, getting blamed for everything, and these people have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Okay? So, over the years, I've built up enough evidence here to prove their stupidity, but I'd like to play you this just one recent call because I think this is basically represents everything that is wrong with this store. I mean, this woman I've never talked to before. I don't think. I mean, she sounds new there. And again, like every few weeks, months, whatever, like there's always somebody new there. Like it's been a revolving door. So, people are fucking up a lot. People are getting fired, and you could tell like there's a reason why this is probably the worst Shoppers Drug Mart in all of Canada. I mean, people are like they don't want to work there, they can't work there, it's just been a disaster. So all I did was call them, the day before they told me they're going to give me a call at 12 p.m. Surprise, surprise, they didn't, and I waited till 4 p.m. I gave them a call. And of course, she has no idea what I'm talking about. I gave her all my information. The prescription should be right there, in that magical drawer that they have. I made it so simple for them. But for some reason, she's bringing up, remember the sheet of paper I said before I wrote down, the other prescriptions I need every 3 months? Again, I didn't mention that. I don't know why she's bringing this up, but... here's the stupidity that is this store.
So these medications, sir, when I check it, they don't have any refill. So we have to send the request to your doctor.
Guys, I literally spoke to someone yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm waiting for 4 prescriptions, okay? Like, this has been going on for years with the Shoppers Drug Mart. You guys really got to get your stuff together. I mean...
Okay, sir.
It's not okay. It's far from okay. It's very frustrating.
No.
Yes.
Let me just ask you one question. I have some here, but...
Hello?
Okay. Are you listening now?
Wow, you got attitude on you, eh? Are you serious? You guys put me on hold here for over an hour, and you're going to give me attitude, and you're the one that has the wrong prescription? Are you serious? Wow,
I'm really sorry for that.
But anyway,
I'm really
yeah.
sorry. I'm really sorry for that, sir. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, now
because
you're
I have-
apologizing. All right. Okay, so come on, let's get going here. Yeah, I mean, do you have the prescriptions or not? Because you said you were waiting until 12 today to call me. You never called me. Now it's 4 o'clock. So if you could answer sometime today, that'd be great.
Let me just double check everything, sir. Okay?
Yeah, you just said that, but okay.
So you want 4 only? I have 5 here, so I don't know which
I didn't.
4.
I did not say that. I said at least 4. I said.
Oh, at least 4. Okay, it's here.
Okay, they're all ready.
They are for checking for the pharmacist, sir.
Okay, so does that mean they're ready, or like I don't know what that means?
It says here, please call.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It says here, please call the patient if it's ready. Since it's not yet ready, that's why we're not calling you yet. That's why I'm sorry for that.
I'm so confused. You just said they're ready. Now you're saying someone had to call me, and now you're saying they're not ready. So, like, are they? I'm gonna ask you a very simple question in English. Are my medications ready? Yes or no?
Yes, they are, but they are not ready for pickup yet. That's it. They have to be checked by the pharmacist.
I like to just stop this video just for a second. Like, again, I'm not hearing things, right? Like I'm getting older, but I can still, I still buy your very expensive Q-tips. She just said they're ready, but they're not ready for pickup. Like, really? I mean, like, okay, so if I put something on the table for someone and I say, you can pick this up whenever you want, but it's not ready. What, like, really? I mean, there's more too. What?
Yes, but they are on the vials now.
Why did they be checked by the pharmacist? Isn't the pharmacist the one getting them ready?
It's the assistant. Okay, I will move forward to the pharmacist now, okay?
No, not okay. I just answered you a question. You totally avoided it. Are my medications ready? Can I speak to someone else, please? I mean, it's fucking crazy. Like, holy cow. Like, I just want to know if my prescriptions are ready yet. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, like, what's going on here, guys? I mean, is anybody who speak English anymore, or no? Well,
Now, for any millennial listening, you can go fuck yourself, okay? Because all I'm going to say is this. If you work customer service in Canada, yeah, you should be able to speak English, okay? It's the #1 language, okay? So go fuck yourselves, okay? I'm sick and tired of this fucking shit. You work somewhere in Canada, you have to know fucking English. If you know French, I don't give a shit, okay? The Montreal Canadiens, go fuck yourselves. The point is, you have to know English, okay? It's very straightforward. Moving on.
hello? 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 Another smoke break, eh? Okay. Oh. Customer service in Toronto, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, the pharmacist will be here shortly. She's just with the other constipation.
Now, how do you not know if they're not ready or not? Like, is it not saying in your system if they're ready or not for pickup?
Okay, sir. The pharmacist will be come. Okay, thank you.
The why are you being condescending? Hello? I'm speaking to you. Hello? Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, did you just hear how fucking rude she was? Yeah, okay, thank you. And she, I mean, you don't speak English, but you know sarcasm. Okay, that's nice. Again, you heard the reviews I said on line, right? And there's tons more. I'm literally just scraping the surface there, But, she's a bitch, right? I mean, like, I'm not the only one thinking this. I mean, you know, like all I want to know is, are the prescriptions ready so I can come there and pick them up? If you need more time, fine. I'm used to your shitty service, but just say that. That's all. Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I can get holy water faster at this point. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, this store is absolutely horrible. Now, I have tons of tapes like this, okay, over the years, okay? But I wanted to show this because this is how bad it's gotten, okay? You call the store and all you want is a simple prescription just to find out if it's ready. That's all. They even said the day before. Actually, no, 2 days before. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, boy, oh, geez. Listen. They said they didn't have the other medications, and that's another thing too. Like I always tell them, if I got a bunch of prescriptions at the same time, don't tell me one is ready, and then I still gotta wait, you know, another 2 days for the other three because they haven't come in yet. If you go to a restaurant and you order a steak, mashed potatoes, and some broccoli or salad, if that's your thing, whatever. But you know, if they bring you one thing at a time, man. Like, just bring this shit together, man. I'm hungry now. I mean, like, fuck, man. Like, it's not hard. Holy fuck. Thank you. That condescending bitch. Listen, but this is the problem with this store, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, clearly they're not training their employees. Maybe they've been there, a few days, and they got to go home and live with their the 12 relatives in a 2-bedroom apartment. Thanks Toronto for raising the rent again, fucking cocksuckers. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, okay, this store is a fucking disaster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play a game called Name That Pharmacist or Assistant. Okay, so let's start with the pharmacist at this store. Okay, they got the names on the board, and I'm going to break this shit down. All right. So first of all, we're going to start with Shumala. Okay? Did I say that name wrong? Did I say it right? I don't give a shit. The point is, she is a cunt. Okay? Dealing with her back and forth. Okay? She's being very self-entitled. All right? She's not a nice person, to say the least. Okay? Especially in person, too. She gives you like this death stare. Okay, I don't know what it is. It's like you're talking to Richie Aprile on Sopranos. It's fucking crazy. So fuck her. Safi, not a nice person. Not gonna lie, not a nice name either. I-Man. Well, first off, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what she looks like, the name kind of says it all. So. They all can't be lottery picks. The point is, she's not very nice either, okay? Very condescending. I don't like her. Ava, nada. She really needs to know how to talk to people, talking down to them as well. And the last one, Sohila, okay? If you switch, if you take off the S, take off the E-I-L-A, put the H in front of the O. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a very nice staff, okay? She a cunt too? Yeah. The point is, these people have no idea how to run a store, and, shit runs downhill. So, of course, we got to talk about the assistants. We got Monica here. For some reason, she spells Monica with a K, so I don't know. I guess she thinks she's cool. Bitch. Nabila, not gonna get any service. Horrible. Cunt. Afan, not a fan of hers. Fuck her. Ava. Okay, so we have her as a pharmacist and an assistant. Okay, let me repeat that. She's a pharmacist and she's an assistant. So not only is she a manager, but she's also an assistant. This is how desperate they are for people there. They can't even get other people to be assistants. Okay? Afan, Ava, I'm seeing a pattern here with Ace. I'm not even close to that. But yeah, they're just horrible people. Amy, No, no. Horrible, very condescending. Again, I'm pretty sure she was the one that was on the phone. And Luna, let me put it to you like this. You're going to probably have to wait for the next Luna eclipse to get any decent service from her. Just the whole staff is just absolutely horrible. Cunt. And just, and again, I get it. There's pressure here. You got to get everything done. But here's the other thing. If you can't do the job, then you shouldn't be doing the job. And you're working in customer service. Okay? You have to treat people with respect. And of course, if these people don't treat you with the respect you deserve, which everybody does, you try to contact public relations. And that's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I did this for over, I'm going to say, probably a year to 2 years. Because they have the card there of the person. And I never got a response. And I blew up at these people. I told them, what the fuck is going on? You guys really need to get your shit together. I had to call them out on it. I see bullshit, I got to call it. That's just the way I am. All right? Pardon the Aries in me, but it is what it is. And then finally, I got through to someone there. And I got an email back. Which, by the way, keep in mind, I did not give them my email. So I don't know how the fuck they have my email. Okay? So that's tampering right there. But we're going to get into that in a little bit of invasion of privacy here, which I'm going to do to somebody else in a minute. But give me a second. So, of course, I get the email back. And it says, the abuse language that you have been using at our pharmacy at multiple occasions, including this afternoon, is, in both bold caps, 2 words, totally unacceptable. Thank you, cunt. Consequently, I am writing to formally inform you that effective immediately, we are ending our pharmacist-patient relationship. I wouldn't fuck you guys through 3 white sheets. With yourself as per Pharmacy Act 1991 and Ontario Regulation 130/17. Someone please explain to me what the math is there. I was never good at fractions, but I'm pretty sure the numbers should be switched there. But again, you deal with Malakos. It is what it is. Please ask your new pharmacy. So first she told me off as she's banning me, and now she's using words like please. Okay, so that makes sense. To call SDM, she can't even spell Shoppers Drug Mart, which I don't know, I believe that. 936 to transfer any current prescriptions for yourself. What the fuck does 936 mean? I don't know. Like, is that the store number? Is that the amount of times, you fuck over your customers every day? I mean, okay. Kindly inform your family doctor with a change, ! By the way. So, she's a little angry. I mean, even after unacceptable, ! That's a lot of anger there. And then she says, thanks. So please, thanks, Really? Okay. Well, now time to call this cunt out. Her name is Irene Caldas. First name is spelled Erene. Last name Kaldas. Okay? And in brackets, for some reason, it says she and her. Okay. Well, I mean, in this day and age, you never know, right? Associate owner pharmacist. BS, which is definitely appropriate. C Farm R PH CDE Shoppers Drug Mart number 962. It's the store number. Yeah, atta girl. 1027 Yonge Street, Toronto, Ontario, M4W 2K9. Telephone number 416-961-0155. Fax number 416-961-0177. And her email address is SDM, or ASDM. Sorry, add another S, you got it. Let me start again. Sorry, ASDM 926 at shoppersdrugmart.ca. Oh boy. Oh boy, she does not seem like a very nice person. But of course, as always, as a good security guard that I am, I had to do my research. And oh boy, she seems like she, has a pretty decent family. Oh boy, 2 kids. I don't know. The husband, or I'm thinking more grandpa. I mean, because there's no fucking way this cunt is married. And of course, she's very obsessed with love and religion for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, that's I don't know. Her kid looks like I don't know, Kid and Play. I didn't like the new house party. I prefer the old one. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to look up a little bit more research here on her. Associate owner, pharmacist at Shoppers Drug Mart. Okay. Designation, pharmacy manager at Shoppers Drug Mart. Okay. Pharmacist at Shoppers Drug Mart. Wow. She's got a lot of titles here. Okay. So not only is she the owner, but she's the pharmacist there as well. Okay, so she can prescribe her own shit. Okay, which explains her attitude. Former manager of the outpatient pharmacy at Red Kazent Hospital. Okay, I guess she got fired and decided to go into business herself. Okay, torture everybody else. Yeah, a woman that treats their patients like this should not be wearing that many crosses. Studied at pharmacy. Okay, well, yeah, we all know how good that area is. Studied at pharmacy facility of pharmacy Ayan Shams University. Okay, let's check out how prestige this place is. Holy fucking shit. Well, first off, 2 things. 1, if a picture could smell. Shut up, millennials. I don't give a fuck anymore. And 2, my God. Okay, so they clearly wanted to save money on a group picture here. Jesus Christ. There is a... Wow. Wow. Okay, so there's more assholes like this out in the world, eh? Okay. Well, if you want to complain against them, their number is 202-240-12454. Okay, went to El Macrazy Language School. Yeah, that sounds Canadian. Lives in Mississauga, Ontario. Okay. From Cairo, Egypt. Okay. Okay, she's married. Okay, so she, clearly, is looking for one thing, money. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure I heard a tale like this before. Like, so you own a business in Toronto, and yet you live in Mississauga. Okay, this is Rob Ford all over again. Okay, I mean, at least he was funny, but wow. Okay, so clearly, ladies and gentlemen, this shows how much she doesn't give a shit about our city. That she doesn't even want to live in our city, which means she probably owns other businesses, which means that in the end, she doesn't give 2 fucks about this place. If she only responds a year and a half later, after I make the complaints in person to these people's faces. Miss Cal Dunce, you are a cunt, and you are running by far the worst Shoppers Drug Mart in Toronto. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this store is located at 1009 Pape Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M4K 3V9. I don't see one guy working there, so we all know what the V stands for. Sexist? I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress to you how bad, how horrible this store is. If you live in the Toronto area, I strongly advise you to never go to this specific Shoppers Drug Mart. It is absolutely horrible. And even when they go back to the old store by 2040, when all these beautiful subways are going to be built. That's what Rob Ford wanted at one point, right? All he wanted was fucking subways. So, oh, God, at least he died. The point is, I feel, okay, that this is the worst store I've ever come across in Toronto. By far the worst Shoppers Drug Mart, but the worst customer service, worst prices, worst customer care, worst in everything. And you can read more reviews on Google. But it is so bad, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to call these people in person, and if by some fucking miracle they actually pick up, the phone number is 416-423-3131. And I will guarantee you, they will keep you on hold forever. Why? Because they don't give a shit. This store is everything wrong with Toronto. And the way Toronto is right now, it's not in the best of shape. I still love it, don't get me wrong, but we still got a lot of work to do to make this city better. A lot of us are still recovering from COVID, dealing with high prices everywhere we go. And stores like this are not helping. They're not helping with morale. They're not helping our city look good. And it is fucking disgusting. Shame on everybody that is associated with working and owning this store. You guys are all fucking assholes. Cunts, bitches, and you guys deserve everything bad that's going to happen to you. Karma is a motherfucker. I'm not going to do anything because clearly I'm just one man. I don't care. I don't care that much about you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember the movie The Sting, there's a great scene in there where they say revenge. Revenge is for losers. This isn't trying to get revenge on people or the store. It's about making awareness to how bad this store has gotten over the years. And people think just because you run a store, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Treat people with disrespect and get away with it. But ladies and gentlemen, there's more people out there that are like me, that like to voice their opinion. And again, spread the word. Tell people not to go to this store anymore. It's just not worth it. This store is the worst store in Toronto I have ever seen. And I've lived here all my life. And that is saying something. So once again, Shoppers Drug Mart, 1009 Pape Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M4K 3V9. Unless you really hate yourself, stay the fuck away from this store. And remember, it's always important. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still on hold. And if you do deal with this store, you're going to hear that music and it's going to haunt you in your dreams. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, almost 33 minutes, by the way. I just wanted to point that out there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I would love to know your thoughts. Part 8.
Okay? Someone's supposed to call me at 12 o'clock, and they didn't. And now it's 4 o'clock. Ma'am. Where is my prescriptions? Are they ready? Yes or no? Are they ready? You ready? Yes or no?
I won't be able to know if you don't give me your name.
Okay, so then why don't you call me and then hang up then? How would you like if I did that to you? You know what?
Did I call you? How do you know that I'm the one who called you? How do you know that
You
I'm
guys
the one
are
who
Shoppers
called you?
Drug Mart, Pape and Cosburn. That's why.
I didn't say
your
name. I
number,
didn't
right?
open my mouth. Sir, if you want to help me, you have to give me your
You
name.
didn't open your mouth? What is
Otherwise,
it, AI? What do you mean? Are you serious?
I'm waiting until you give
Oh, I
me
want you too. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so shit, I got all day. Don't worry about that. I've been waiting for 2 years for you guys just to give me a simple prescription here. She keeps saying it's checking, but then it's not actually ready. How can you actually put the pills in the bottle and then check if they're ready and then say, well, they're not technically ready, but you're still checking them? All right? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right? Now, where are my prescriptions?